Welcome to Talk English Lab. I'm Emma, and I'm really happy you're here today. This is a calm space to practice English slowly and comfortably. Tom is here with me, and today we're talking about your hobbies, the things you like to do in your free time, the small joys that make daily life nicer. Tom, when you hear the word hobbies, what comes to your mind first?
Hi, Emma, and hello to everyone listening. When I hear hobbies, I think about free time, relaxing time, time that is just for me. For me, hobbies are not about work or money. They are about feeling good and calm. The first hobby that comes to my mind is reading, because I read almost every day, even if it is only for 10 minutes.
That's a nice way to start. You said free time and relaxing time, and that is a very useful way to think about hobbies. Reading is a common hobby, and many people enjoy it. What kind of reading do you like, Tom? Because reading can be many things.
Yes, that's true. I like simple novels and short stories. I also like reading about real life, like travel stories or small personal stories. I don't like very difficult books. I like easy English, clear stories, and warm feelings. When I read, I feel slow and peaceful.
Slow and peaceful. Those are good words. Listeners, you can remember these words. Slow and peaceful. Tom, when do you usually read? In the morning, in the evening, or at night?
Usually in the evening. After dinner, I sit on the sofa, I make a cup of tea, and I read. Sometimes only 5 pages, sometimes more. I don't rush. I just enjoy the time.
I like that picture. Sitting on the sofa, a cup of tea, a book. It sounds very cozy. Cozy is another good word. Cozy means warm and comfortable. My hobby is a bit different, but it also makes me feel calm. I like gardening. I like taking care of plants.
Gardening is a beautiful hobby. I don't do it myself, but I really like seeing plants and flowers. How did you start gardening, Emma?
I started very simply. I had one small plant on my window. I watered it every day. I watched it grow. It made me smile. Then I bought another plant and another one. Now I have many plants, inside and outside.
That sounds like a natural start. One small plant, then more. Gardening feels very patient. You need time, right?
Yes, patience is very important. You cannot hurry plants. They grow slowly. Gardening teaches me to wait. When I feel stressed, I touch the soil, I water the plants, and I breathe slowly.
That's a nice lesson. Touch the soil, breathe slowly. Listeners, you can hear that hobbies are not only fun, they can also help your mind and your feelings.
Exactly. Hobbies are good for mental health, but we can say it in simpler words. Hobbies help us feel better. Tom, besides reading, do you have another hobby?
Yes, I do. I like walking. Some people say walking is not a hobby, but for me, it is. I walk in the park, I walk on.
Fresh and positive. Good words again. I enjoy baking sometimes. Baking bread or cookies. The smell in the house is amazing.
Oh, yes, the smell of baking is very comforting. Comforting means it makes you feel safe and warm.
Exactly. Comforting. Listeners, you can repeat that word softly. Comforting. Tom, do you share your hobbies with other people or do you prefer doing them alone?
Mostly alone, but sometimes I share. For example, I talk about books with friends. We don't have a book club, but we recommend books to each other.
That's nice. Sharing hobbies can connect people. I sometimes share plants with neighbors. I give them small plants and we talk about gardening.
That's a beautiful way to connect. Hobbies can create small communities. Even quiet hobbies can bring people together.
Yes, and hobbies don't need to be expensive. Many people think hobbies cost money, but many hobbies are low cost or free.
Walking is free. Reading can be free if you use a library. Gardening can start with one small plant.
Exactly. Start small. That's a key idea. You don't need to do everything at once. Tom, have you ever tried a hobby and then stopped?
Yes, I tried learning guitar. I enjoyed it at first, but my fingers hurt and I didn't practice enough. I stopped after a few months.
That's okay too. Not every hobby stays forever. Some hobbies are for a season. A season means a period of time.
Yes, and I don't feel bad about stopping. I learned something new, and that's enough.
That's a healthy way to think. Hobbies should not create stress. If they do, maybe it's time to change.
Emma, if a listener wants to find a new hobby, what would you suggest?
I would suggest thinking about three things. First, what makes you feel calm? Second, what makes you curious? Third, what fits your daily life? Small steps are best.
That's very clear. Calm, curious, and daily life. Good, simple advice.
Thank you. Tom, let me ask you a small question. Imagine a perfect free afternoon. What are you doing?
I wake up from a short nap. The weather is nice. I make tea. I read for a while. Then I go for a walk. No rush, no plan.
That sounds lovely. My perfect free afternoon is similar. I check my plants, I water them, I maybe listen to soft music, and I feel the sunlight.
Sunlight is important. It changes our mood.
Yes, it does. Hobbies often bring us closer to nature, even in small ways. A window, a plant, a walk.
Emma, some people say they are too busy for hobbies. What do you think about that?
I think many people are busy, and that feeling is real. But hobbies don't need hours. Even 5 minutes can be a hobby. 5 minutes of drawing, stretching, or listening to music.
That's true. 5 minutes is possible for most people.
Yes, and 5 minutes can grow into 10, then 15, but even if it stays 5, it still matters.
I like that idea. Small but meaningful.
Exactly. That's the best way. Learning together, slowly. Tom, do you remember a hobby from your childhood?
Yes, I loved collecting small things, stones, cards, little objects. I liked organizing them.
Collecting is a classic hobby. Organizing things can be very satisfying.
Yes, satisfying means it feels good when you finish something.
Exactly. Some adults still enjoy organizing, like organizing photos or notes.
I organize my books sometimes, by size or by color, just for fun.
That's fun indeed. Hobbies can be playful. Playful means light and fun, not serious.
Emma, do you think social media can be a hobby?
It can be if used carefully. Creating content, sharing ideas, or learning new things can be a hobby, but it's important to notice how it makes you feel.
Yes. If it makes you tired or unhappy, maybe it's not the best hobby.
Exactly. A good hobby usually gives energy, not takes it away.
That's a very helpful sentence. Gives energy, not takes it away.
Listeners, you can remember that sentence. Tom, what hobby would you like to try in the future?
I would like to try photography, taking pictures of small daily moments.
That's a beautiful idea. Photography helps you see the world differently.
Yes, you look more closely. A cup, a shadow, a leaf.
I love that. Looking closely is a skill hobbies can teach us.
Emma, if you could add one new hobby to your life, what would it be?
I think I would like to learn pottery, working with clay, using my hands.
That sounds very grounding. Grounding means it connects you to your body and the earth.
Exactly. Clay, soil, plants, they all ground us.
It's interesting how many hobbies are connected to hands. Drawing, gardening, cooking, pottery.
Yes, using our hands can calm our minds. In daily life, we use screens a lot, so hand hobbies are very refreshing.
Refreshing is another good word. It means it makes you feel new again.
Refreshing, yes. Tom, let's imagine a listener who feels nervous speaking English. What hobby could help them?
I think speaking hobbies are good, like talking to yourself, reading aloud, or joining a small conversation group.
That's great advice. Reading aloud is very helpful. You can read a page from a book and hear your own voice.
And you can do it alone, without pressure.
Yes, without pressure is important. Pressure can block learning.
Tom, do you ever talk to your plants?
Sometimes, yes. I say hello or good morning. It sounds funny, but it makes me smile.
I think that's lovely. Talking, even to plants,
practices language in a gentle way.
Exactly. Language is everywhere. Hobbies make language natural.
Tom, as we keep talking about hobbies, I notice one thing. Hobbies slow life down.
Yes, they do. They create small pauses, simple and powerful. Tom, hobbies can also help us connect with ourselves, not only with others.
Yes, they help us understand what we like and need.
That self-understanding is very valuable. Tom, do you keep a routine with your hobbies, or do you do them when you feel like it?
Mostly when I feel like it. I don't force myself. If I'm tired, I rest. Resting can also be a hobby.
That's an interesting idea. Resting as a hobby. Listening to your body is important.
Yes, sometimes the best hobby is doing nothing for a few minutes.
Doing nothing is very hard for some people, but very healthy.
Tom, when you're busy, how do you remember to make time for your hobbies?
I connect them to daily tasks. For example, watering plants is part of my morning routine. It doesn't feel extra.
That's smart. Connecting hobbies to routines makes them easier.
Yes, and easier means more likely to happen. Tom, as we talk more, I feel like hobbies are small acts of kindness to ourselves.
That's a beautiful way to say it. Small kindnesses to ourselves.
We often think about being kind to others, but we also need kindness for ourselves.
Hobbies are one way to do that.
Exactly. And they don't need to be perfect, just honest and gentle.
Tom, I just thought of another hobby. Listening to rain sounds.
Oh, I love that too. Rain sounds are very calming.
I sometimes sit by the window and listen. No music, just rain.
That's a mindful hobby. Very simple, very deep.
Simple hobbies are often the best. When I step outside and put on my headphones, I usually choose very calm music, soft guitar, slow piano, sometimes nature sounds mixed with music. I don't like fast or loud songs when I walk. I want my steps and the music to move together.
That makes sense. Matching your steps with the music can feel very balanced. Balanced means not too much, not too little, just right.
Yes, balanced is a good word. When the music is calm, my thoughts also become calm. I notice my breathing more.
Breathing is something we often forget, but hobbies help us remember it. When I work with plants, I also breathe more slowly with always. Hobbies are safe places for mistakes.
Tom, do you ever listen to podcasts as a hobby?
Yes, I do. Especially calm podcasts like this one. I listen while cleaning or resting.
That's nice. Podcasts feel like quiet company.
Quiet company is a great phrase. You don't feel alone.
That's why hobbies are so important, especially for people who feel lonely sometimes.
Yes, hobbies can fill empty spaces gently.
Tom, some people say they don't have hobbies because they don't know what they like.
That's very common. I think liking something takes time. You discover it slowly.
So trying is important.
Yes, trying without pressure. One day you try drawing, another day walking, another day cooking.
And if it doesn't feel right, you move on.
Exactly. No guilt, just curiosity.
Curiosity keeps life interesting.
It really does. Tom, do you remember a moment when a hobby helped you during a difficult time?
Yes. During a stressful period, walking helped me a lot. I walked every evening. It cleared my head.
That's powerful. Walking gave you space.
Yes, space inside my mind.
That shows how simple hobbies can support us deeply.
Tom, I notice you often say simple hobbies are enough.
Because they really are. Life is already complex.
That's very true.
Tom, imagine someone listening now who feels tired and overwhelmed. What hobby would you gently suggest?
I would suggest sitting quietly and listening to one sound. Maybe rain, maybe wind, maybe breathing.
That's beautiful advice. One sound, one moment.
No goals, no plans.
That kind of hobby feels very kind.
Kind is the right word.
Kind to yourself. We don't say that often enough.
Tom, do you think hobbies can change our personality?
Maybe not change, but reveal. They show who we are inside.
That's interesting. So hobbies are like mirrors.
Yes, small mirrors of our inner world.
I like that image.
Me too. Tom, as we continue talking, I feel like new hobby ideas keep appearing.
Yes, talking itself creates ideas.
Conversation is creative.
Creative doesn't always mean art. It means creating meaning.
Exactly. Meaning is very important.
Tom, I feel calm talking about hobbies.
I always gently.
When you say gently, it really stays with me. Many people push themselves too hard, even with hobbies.
Yes, pushing removes joy. Hobbies should invite you, not demand you.
Invite is a good word, like an open door.
Exactly. An open door you can walk through any time, or you can stay where you are.
That choice feels comforting.
Choice gives freedom. Freedom makes hobbies feel safe.
Emma, sometimes I think hobbies help us hear our own voice.
I agree. When life is noisy, hobbies create quiet spaces.
Quiet spaces help us notice what we really like.
And what we really need.
Yes, sometimes I think I want entertainment, but actually I want rest.
That's a very honest thought. Many people confuse the two.
Hobbies can teach us that difference.
They really can. For example, scrolling on a phone feels easy, but it doesn't always give rest.
But reading a few pages often does.
Or sitting with a plant or looking at the sky.
Looking at the sky is a beautiful, simple hobby.
I do that often. Clouds, light, movement.
It reminds me how small my worries are.
That feeling can be very relieving.
Relieving means stress leaves your body.
Good explanation. Tom, do you think hobbies help with confidence?
Yes, in a quiet way. When you keep a small promise to yourself, like walking every day, you trust yourself more.
That's powerful. Trust grows from small actions.
Not big achievements.
Exactly. Small, repeated moments.
Emma, when you miss a day of gardening, how do you feel?
I don't feel bad. I just return the next day. Plants understand patience.
That's a great lesson. We can return without guilt.
Yes, guilt has no place in hobbies.
I like that sentence.
You can repeat it later. Guilt has no place in hobbies.
Emma, do you think hobbies can change with seasons?
Absolutely. In summer, I garden more. In winter, I read more.
That feels natural.
Nature teaches us balance.
Balance again. That word keeps coming back.
Because it matters. Balance between doing and resting.
Between noise and silence.
Between alone time and shared time.
Hobbies help us find that middle place.
They do. Tom, have you ever turned a daily task into a hobby?
Yes, making coffee. I focus on the smell, the sound.
Fuller is a nice word.
Fuller means more complete, more present.
Many people want more time, but maybe they want fuller time.
That's a very thoughtful idea.
Hobbies make time feel wider.
Wider, yes, not rushed.
Emma, if someone feels bored, what does that mean?
Sometimes boredom is a door. It invites creativity.
So, boredom is not always bad.
Not at all. It can lead you to a new hobby.
Like picking up a pen or stepping outside.
Exactly. Boredom creates space.
Space again.
We keep coming back to space, calm, balance.
Maybe that shows what people really need.
I think so too. Tom, do you feel pressure to use hobbies to improve yourself?
Sometimes, but I try not to. Improvement is nice, but enjoyment comes first.
That's very healthy.
When enjoyment is first, improvement happens naturally.
That's true, just like language learning.
Exactly. Listening, speaking, repeating without fear.
Just like now.
Yes, this conversation feels like a hobby.
A shared one.
Shared hobbies are special.
They create connection.
Connection is another important word.
Very important. Humans need connection.
Even quiet connection, like listening together.
That still counts.
Emma, Do you think hobbies help us understand others better?
Yes, when you share hobbies, you listen more.
You ask questions.
You become curious.
Curiosity again.
Curiosity keeps life open.
Open is how this conversation feels.
Open and gentle.
Emma, if someone feels lost, could a hobby help?
Yes, even a small one.
Emma, if someone feels lost, could a hobby help? Yes, even a small one. It gives direction, even for 10 minutes. 10 minutes can change a day. It really can. Emma, I'm thinking about people listening right now. Maybe sitting quietly. Yes, maybe holding a cup. Maybe resting. Maybe thinking about something they enjoy but forgot. And maybe feeling permission to start again. Permission is important. Very important. You don't need approval from anyone, just yourself. Exactly. Emma, as we keep talking, I feel a calm rhythm. I feel it too, like a slow walk, or gentle music, or watering plants. These images feel peaceful. Peaceful is a good place to be. Hobbies lead us there. Step by step. No rush. Never rushed. Just moving with time, not against it. That's a beautiful way to say it. Thank you, Emma. That's a lovely question to end with, Tom, because music really touches our daily life. When I think about hobbies, music is always there in the background. It can change our mood gently, without effort. When I'm tired, I choose soft piano music. When I'm cooking, I choose something light and happy. Music becomes a quiet companion. I feel the same way. Music supports my hobbies. When I walk, I choose slow music, sometimes instrumental, sometimes simple songs with clear words. It helps me relax and also helps my English listening. I don't try to understand